Hi, I'm Mike Tove with AIN Services.
And I'm Bill Alexander with W.G. Alexander & Associate Attorneys.
And welcome to Money Secrets with Bill and Mike. And Bill, we're going to go back out onto the street today. We had fun with that one before. That was great.
Always fun.
And so we're going to go back out onto the street and talk to folks and see just what they want to talk about. And we're going to try to give some answers. Maybe some fun ones, but some serious ones as well.
Well, we can always find a money secret out of the questions asked.
Absolutely. So y'all stay tuned and we will be right back. It's time to take control of your retirement. Join me, Mike Tove, from Money Secrets with Bill and Mike, as I'm coming to a city near you. Seating is limited, so please call ahead to reserve your spot at 1-800-363-2296 and take control of your retirement. I look forward to seeing you there.
Uptone Pictures is a full-service script-to-screen production company which can help you create the proper messaging for any number of applications. With spacious state-of-the-art studio offering green screen, mocap, and practical stages, along with a team of professionals who will make you and your business shine. So what are you waiting for? Call us at 919-649-3587 and schedule your appointment today. It's time we put your imagination into motion.
The attorneys at W.G. Alexander & Associates focus on three core areas: asset protection, estate planning, and elder law. Bill Alexander, a lawyer for over 40 years, enjoys the highest attorney ratings possible. We provide free monthly seminars on how to get Medicaid and VA benefits. Find us at WGAlaw.com or call at 919-256-7000. W.G. Alexander & Associates is here for you.
Hey, I'm Dr. Tim Weir. I live in the Triangle just like you, and I'm always looking for things to do. I love to cook, I love to travel, I love to talk to people who love what they do. And you can join me because I have a television show on CW22. Life is all about choices. The choices I make today determine my future tomorrow. I want to see you love life too. It's fabulous. See you then.
If you had the chance to talk to a financial advisor about anything, is there any questions you would have or anything you'd want to know?
Well, I would like to know what my pros and cons are of early retirement, or maybe when I should start my Medicare benefits.
I can't think of anything offhand.
I also would ask the financial planner to help me plan my my future and if I'm going to have enough money to retire.
Welcome back. So our first set of questions, when to get started. And
well, it's a good question. It's one that's certainly appropriate.
It is, and you know, the thing of it is that it's so common that people just procrastinate on doing what they know they're supposed to do.
Well, of course, the real answer is yesterday.
Well, yes, but unfortunately, you can't go back in time and fix what you shoulda, coulda, woulda done yesterday. I say this to clients all the time, is that the real problem with kicking yourself in the butt over what you wished you had done is that it keeps you off balance and you have a sore butt.
Well,
but so you start right now.
Okay. Well, Mike, what does it mean to get started?
Okay. Well, so a couple of things. First of all, before anybody goes out and says, "Ooh, I want to invest," because everybody wants to make a ton of money doing this and that, it's much more important to stop and take stock, no pun intended, of what you want. And that means, when are you going to need the money? How long? Time is the essence in this game. When are you going to need to get a hold of the money? What is it for? What's its purpose? How much time do you have before you have to start taking money out? This is a critical component, because a time horizon is actually the amount of time between today and when you're going to start using it.
Well, no question about it. And for young people, it really has to start with accumulating
Right.
some money so that you can do something with it. And of
And-
course, to accumulate money basically means you have to save money.
Right.
And the only way to do that is to, in essence, live below your means, so your expenses are less than your income.
And this becomes a challenge for an awful lot of folks out there, because
does.
what ends up happening is we all want to chase the dream so much that we chase it right up to the precipice, and we have no margin for error. We have no wiggle room.
Right.
And there are two ways to solve that. One is to make more,
Right. Which is very difficult.
which is great, but
for a
it
lot of
doesn't
folks.
help. The other is to spend less.
Right.
And presumably there's a third choice, and that's all of the above.
Well, and of course, the worst mistake people make, really, particularly younger people that are trying to live a little higher, trying to live maybe like their parents, and they don't really have the income for it, is to use credit cards.
Ugh.
And that, unless you can pay off your credit cards each month to where they're fully paid and you're not being charged interest, that's truly one of the worst mistakes in terms of where to get started. That's going backwards instead of forward.
I agree with that. And so, this comes back to what I said initially, though, is that before you start jumping into, I'm going to buy this or I'm going to buy that, sit down and look at where you are. Assess your current position. Where are you spending? What are your expenses? And when you look at expenses, it's important to separate out those routine bills that are going to be there every single month no matter what.
Sure.
And then from that, then you put over here on this, so that would be on this side. Then on the other side, you would put those luxury items. And trust me, a lot of things that people think are luxury, or things that people think are necessities aren't.
Right.
So, but you look at the non-necessities separately, and then you ask, where can I make adjustments? And you invest in yourself for your future long-term before you start doing all of those fun recreational things. Maybe you get to eat out less. Maybe you don't get to go to the bars, or you don't, God forbid, you don't get to play golf as often as you like, or whatever.
Or maybe you take your lunch to work.
Or maybe you take your lunch to work. All of these things are possible, and little things do add up to be a lot at the long term.
Absolutely.
But it's about, and then the other thing is you arrive at a plan, and then that becomes the basis of what you're doing long term.
So one of the important things about getting started is really having a budget and staying on your budget.
Exactly. So we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with some more questions from the street. Stay tuned.
The attorneys at W.G. Alexander and Associates focus on three core areas: asset protection, estate planning, and elder law. Bill Alexander, a lawyer for over 40 years, enjoys the highest attorney ratings possible. We provide free monthly seminars on how to get Medicaid and VA benefits. Find us at WGAlaw.com or call at 919-256-7000. W.G. Alexander and Associates is here for you.
Uptone Pictures is a full-service script-to-screen production company which can help you create the proper messaging for any number of applications, with spacious state-of-the-art studio offering green screen, mocap, and practical stages, along with a team of professionals who will make you and your business shine. So what are you waiting for? Call us at 919-649-3587 and schedule your appointment today. It's time we put your imagination into motion.
It's time to take control of your retirement. Join me, Mike Tove, from Money Secrets with Bill and Mike, as I'm coming to a city near you. Seating is limited, so please call ahead to reserve your spot at 1-800-363-2296 and take control of your retirement.
I look forward to seeing you there.
Just because you're in an accident but didn't ride in one of these doesn't mean that you didn't get injured.
Hello, I'm Dr. Tim Weir, and after 35 years in practice, I can tell you a lot of times an injury doesn't show up for 2 to 3 days after an accident. So if you've been in an accident, don't delay any further. Call my office today.
Raleigh Spine and Injury Chiropractic. Just when you thought nobody cared. Call 790-1332 right now.
Last one, if you had the chance to sit down and talk to a financial advisor, is there any question you would want to ask or anything you would want to know in particular?
I would probably ask just help me with my taxes, I guess, man. I don't know. Other than that, I really don't know.
Where should I start so that I can learn about all of this stuff? Where, like, what programs should I access, and libraries, books, I don't know, stuff like that.
Hey, and welcome back. So, the second question that I think we wanted to address, and is a really good one, is where do you learn? Where do you get more information?
Well, it's important for everyone to learn about finance. And unfortunately, this is not a topic that's taught in high school. It's not a topic that's even taught in college, not in terms of how to actually invest your own funds and the like. So it is a difficult thing in terms of where do you find out what you need to know?
Right. But before we get to that, which is a money secret,
yeah.
I think it's important to point out that learning can fall into one of two categories, and that is do you want to learn enough so that you can talk to a financial advisor intelligently,
right,
or do you want to learn enough to become a financial advisor on your own?
Well, I think that's really key. Because there are a lot of folks out there who think they know enough to be their own financial advisor, and they really don't. So let's start with the first question, Mike, in terms of, okay, I don't know much about finance, but I know there are a bunch of people out there who are financial advisors. So where do I start in terms of learning what I need to know to even talk intelligently and not be taken advantage of by a financial advisor?
And I'm going to start with the place where you probably shouldn't, and that would be going to the internet and looking it all up. And the reason is that there's a lot of information on the internet, but a lot of it is highly biased, and some of it is just flat wrong. And it's difficult to identify which is which if you don't know what you're looking for before you get there.
Well, you have to know enough to be able to filter all the garbage that's on the internet,
right,
because there are a lot of folks who try to manipulate you in terms of doing things financial that are against your interest because they're just trying to take advantage of you. You know, to buy this, buy that, whatever it is.
Well, think about it. Anybody can put anything on the internet they want to, and a lot of times when they do, it's because they have an agenda.
Right, and that's the problem. And unless you really know and have a good foundation, it's hard for you to filter that out.
Correct. So I guess our answer is a little self-serving. First of all, I have a website, www.ain- as in a dash, services.com, and within the website is a resource library.
Right.
And that resource library includes a large number of articles that I've written and published, but also within those articles are literature citations. In other words, these are scholarly academic articles, and you can literally go in and click on those links and read articles by top financial and economic experts, including Nobel Prize winning economists and the whole 9 yards.
Well, at least if they go on your website, Mike, they know that you have filtered your resource library to be something that's appropriate for folks to learn.
Right, and that's exactly what it was there for.
Of course, they can always look at our book.
Well, I was about to say that. That was the other thing. Is that so we do have a book, and it's out. It's called Money Secrets with Bill and Mike. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
What an inventive title. But it is out there, and it includes an awful lot of the types of things that we are addressing.
And it's not a bad place to start because it is a very basic, fundamental book about investing, about mistakes, and it certainly encompasses more than even what a financial advisor can help someone with.
Because a financial advisor is basically going to talk about one limited area, and that is investing, but there's a lot more to it than that.
Right.
So there's taxes, and there's insurance considerations, and there are banking considerations, and just usage considerations, and income, and on and on and on and on.
Right. Well, let's go back to the question, Mike. What does someone need to know to be able to talk to a financial advisor effectively?
Well, it depends again on what kinds of things they're looking to do. If you're going to invest for the long term, which is really the only way to do it, you should know what your time horizons are. You should know what your needs are. You should know what your budget is. All of those things are there. And then trust the financial advisor to be able to take that basic information and guide you into the proper direction.
Right. Well, and another way to say it is to know what you're trying to accomplish, but just as importantly, know what your risk tolerance is. And of course, that can vary with your time horizon, of course. But all of that is really important, and for you to have a pretty good concept of what that is before you go talk to your financial advisor.
Let the financial advisor do the recommendations. You identify your circumstances.
Right.
All right, we're going to take another short break and come back with one more question. Please stay tuned.
It's time to take control of your retirement. Join me, Mike Tove, from Money Secrets with Bill and Mike, as I'm coming to a city near you. Seating is limited, so please call ahead to reserve your spot at 1-800-363-2296 and take control of your retirement. I look forward to seeing you there.
Uptone Pictures is a full-service script-to-screen production company which can help you create the proper messaging for any number of applications, with spacious state-of-the-art studio offering green screen, mocap, and practical stages, along with a team of professionals who will make you and your business shine. So what are you waiting for? Call us at 919-649-3587 and schedule your appointment today. It's time we put your imagination into motion.
The attorneys at W.G. Alexander & Associates focus on 3 core areas: asset protection, estate planning, and elder law. Bill Alexander, a lawyer for over 40 years, enjoys the highest attorney ratings possible. We provide free monthly seminars on how to get Medicaid and VA benefits. Find us at WGAlaw.com or call at 919-256-7000. W.G. Alexander & Associates is here for you.
Hey, I'm Dr. Tim Weir. I live in the Triangle just like you, and I'm always looking for things to do. I love to cook, I love to travel, I love to talk to people who love what they do, and you can join me because I have a television show on CW22. Life is all about choices. The choices I make today determine my future tomorrow. I want to see you love life too. It's fabulous. See you then.
If there's anything you could ask a financial advisor today, what would it be?
The best hedge fund to invest in?
Hey, welcome back. So another...
That's always funny when somebody asks us about a hedge fund.
Right. So what hedge fund should you think of? The short answer is if you have to ask the question, you probably shouldn't.
Well, when I was a young man and wanted to join a dinner club, one of the fellows said to me, well, if you have to look at the right side of the menu, you don't belong.
Exactly.
And truthfully, I think now, I'm one who always looks at the right side of the menu because I want to know what it costs and what I'm going to get for it. But the bottom line is, if you have to ask, you probably don't belong to that club of hedge fund owners.
And hedge funds are very risky. They are actually unregulated in many ways, and it's
Well,
not
plus-
a great place.
They assume that you are a sophisticated investor.
Right. And most people who think they are probably aren't. There are
Right.
legal definitions of that, and most folks just aren't. So
Exactly.
I'm sorry, but talk
Well,
to a financial
Mike,
advisor.
This might be helpful. Tell folks, give us an understanding of what a good financial advisor has to know to be a good financial advisor.
Wow. I don't know that we have that. So
Don't have enough
first
time.
of all, but the bottom line is that anybody who is in the financial planning field professionally has gone to school, has sat for some pretty sophisticated examinations, and is licensed and is scrutinized within that licensing literally month by month by month. I mean, the amount of regulatory oversight on us is phenomenal.
Well,
And it was years and years and years of training to really get to that point.
and so experience may make a little difference as well.
The experience
You
makes
say,
a lot
Are
of
you a better
difference.
financial advisor today than you were 15 years ago?
Well, 15 years ago, I wasn't a financial advisor. I was just getting started.
Well, that's
But,
the
well,
point.
20 years ago, God Lord. So
Yeah.
time
Time flies,
just-
doesn't
yeah.
it? Yeah.
But yeah. So, but anyway, so I want to hit the second question because I think it's related in a way, and that is how do you forecast the economy?
Okay.
And the
Does
answer
that mean
is
forecast the market?
well, yes. And I
think
think
so.
the short answer is you don't.
It's not a good idea. Sometimes that might be called timing the market.
Yes.
Well,
And-
what's your real thoughts about day traders?
Well,
Tell
okay.
us what a day trader
A
is.
day trader is somebody who is sitting there doing all of the investing on their own, usually in their kitchen, and they're in their study.
They have their computers
and they have
up.
their computers up, and they are buying and selling on some of these fixed fee for trade propositions.
Well, what's the success rate of day traders, Mike?
If you ask them, they would say they're phenomenally successful, but they're all living in little, 1,400 square foot, 2-bedroom ranch
Well, there's some
houses.
studies on that, isn't there?
There are. And so there's been a couple of very significant studies on this, one through Morningstar, one from Delbar, which is a research group out of Boston. And in both cases, the research shows that people who try to chase returns end up underperforming the raw markets significantly, from 1/3 to 2/3 less successful than what a buy and hold strategy would have really been. There are people who are professionals. They command 7-figure salaries for managing investments. They're called fund managers. They can't do it with great success like that. If they can't, how can somebody who doesn't have the resources, doesn't have the computers, doesn't have the staff,
Big research staff.
Yeah. and so with all due respect, time is the secret, the money secret for investing is a long time horizon. Warren Buffett recently said that if you can't invest 10 years in a stock, don't spend 10 minutes thinking about it.
Well, another way of saying that investing in stocks is a long-term strategy.
And that's the new old advice that's been around forever, but
Right.
we know it, but then we think it doesn't apply to us because we're somehow different.
But it does apply to
But
us.
it does apply. It absolutely applies. So anyway, we're going to take one more short break and we'll be back and wrap it up. Please stay tuned. Hey, welcome back.
So, Mike, what's the money secret today?
I think the money secret is that it's what we've been saying for a long time, and that is this is something that requires professional expertise. It's one thing to know your circumstances, and that's important.
Right.
But let us do our jobs when we come to advising somebody. I mean, that's our purpose, that's our responsibility.
So it's really, first of all, making some money that you can invest. Second, knowing what you're trying to accomplish in the future, because it's the time horizon, and knowing really what your risk tolerance is. All of those are really important before you go see your advisor.
And I would add one more thing.
Yes, sir.
The idea of delayed gratification. This is not something you're going to stick money in today and a year from now be rolling in dough.
Right.
And
takes time.
It takes time.
Right.
Time and compounding is the secret, and it's a long-term proposition.
Absolutely. But you have to start somewhere, and getting started today is the right answer.
Absolutely. So thanks for watching. Tune in next week for another episode of Money Secrets with Bill and Mike.
See you then.
You've been watching Bill and Mike with Money Secrets. Bill Alexander is an attorney with W.G. Alexander and Associates in Raleigh. They focus on estate planning, asset protection, and elder law. Find them at wgalaw.com. You can catch Bill on the radio on Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. with Asset Protection Today on WPTF 680 AM. And come join him on every second Wednesday of the month for a free seminar. Just call 919-256-7000 for more information. That's 919-256-7000. Mike Tove is a financial planner with AIN Services. They can be reached for all your planning needs at 1-800-363-2296 or online at ain-services.com. You can also join Mike Tove for seminars on how to take control of your retirement. Just call 1-800-363-2296 to find out when he will be in a city near you.
Would you like a copy of the new book, Money Secrets with Bill and Mike? Visit us at moneysecretstv.com. That's moneysecretstv.com.